All right, so our last creator hasn't made as many videos as the rest of these guys, but every one that he's made is gold, in my opinion. He is an animator in San Francisco. Please welcome Duncan Robson.
Thanks. Yeah, it's great to be here. I actually got into Supercuts because of Andy. I'd been reading his site for a while, and I'd contributed a few in the comments as well. And so it's pretty awesome to meet these guys, because I was a fan before I started making them. And yeah, my background is actually in film, visual effects. I worked in London for a while on big movies using motion capture and crowd simulation. And I would make sort of silly Photoshops on beta from time to time. And when I read Andy's post, I had a British TV show called The Royal Family on my hard drive, and I thought I'd try making a quick supercut, so this is it.
It's good to talk my ass. That's ass, my ass. Cover my ass. Bridesmaid my ass. Pasta my ass. Borrow my ass. Brush my ass. Talk to my ass. I shave my ass. Kiss my ass. Equalizer my ass. Preparations my ass. Computer my ass. Only good time my ass. Caring my ass. Make over my ass. Deal with my ass. Feng shui my ass. Hey, sex of hands my
Okay, so maybe a year after that, I was working on Clash of the Titans, and someone passed around a clip at work of CSI, one of the CSIs, and it was this a ridiculous enhanced scene, and I immediately thought, I've got to make a supercut of these, and this is this one.
Okay. Now let's get a good look at you.
Hold it. Run that back.
Wait a minute. Go right. There, freeze that.
Full screen. Okay, freeze that.
Tighten up on that thing. Vector in on that guy by the back wheel.
Zoom in right here on this spot.
With the right equipment, the image can be enlarged and sharpened.
What's that?
It's an enhancement program.
Can you clear that up any?
I don't know. Let's enhance it.
Enhance section A6.
I enhance the detail, and I think there's enough to enhance. Release it to my screen.
Enhance the reflection in her eye. Let's run this through audio enhancement.
How can you enhance this?
Hang on.
I've been working on this reflection.
Someone's reflection.
Reflection.
There's a reflection of the man's face.
Reflection.
There's a reflection.
Zoom in on the mirror. You can see a reflection.
Can you enhance the image from here?
Can you enhance it right here?
Can you enhance it?
Can you enhance it?
Can we enhance this?
Can you enhance it?
Hold on a second, I'll enhance.
Zoom in on the door.
Times 10.
Zoom.
Move in. More.
Wait, stop.
Stop. Pause it. Rotate at 75 degrees around the vertical, please.
Stop. Go back to the part about the door again.
Got an image enhancer that can fit that?
That is the produce and method to see into the windows. This software is state of the art. The icon value is off. With the right combination of algorithms, it's taking illumination algorithms to the next level, and I can use them to enhance this photograph.
Lock on and enlarge the Z-axis.
Enhance. Freeze and enhance.
So yeah, the reaction to that was pretty amazing, and it got on some big blogs and stuff, and it was also fun to just kind of watch it appear in kind of obscure corners of the internet as well. And but nothing really came of it. It was just a fun thing, and I kept doing my effects work. And like about 2 years later, I was asked if I could make a supercut of Tumbleweeds for an art exhibition. And So my brother Joel did the music for that. He's done the music for everything, all my supercuts so far. And that was kind of different. It was a different audience, and it was well, a different feel. And it involved lots of kind of fast forwarding through Western DVDs that I picked up from the library. So that's that's really it. Well, actually, the interesting thing about the Tumbleweeds is everyone has this kind of idea, this kind of collective, unconscious vision of this tumbleweed shot in movies, and there's this ghost town and a tumbleweed rolls through it, and I just couldn't find that anywhere. So, and also, yeah, there's no tumbleweeds in spaghetti westerns, I found. So and now I'm studying character animation, and I've moved to San Francisco, and I have a new supercut which we're going to show later, and that's it.
Thanks. Yeah, we so at the end we are going to be debuting a brand new supercut here at ROFLcon for the first time. So thank you, Duncan. All right. So I want to start off asking, what do you think makes a good supercut, and what makes a bad supercut? Because I know that we each have kind of strong feelings about this. Aaron, do you want to start?
I'm pretty particular. I think I'm sort of the extreme. Like, I know a lot of supercuts are made by fans, so it has to be, comprehensively researched. If you're going to make anything, at least for the fans, it has to be comprehensive. I'm really particular about stuff like aspect ratios and making sure that everything looks the same visually on the screen and edited really nicely. I'm not a big fan of supercuts that include titles of all the films. I mean, to me, that's more for fans, and I like the experience just to be completely visual. I don't know. How about you?
Rich, what do you think?
Well, I like when they make a statement more than just kind of point out something that you could find anywhere. There are some supercuts that kind of purport to be cliche explorations, but the cliches are just things that people say and aren't particular to cinema or TV. And so, I mean, you could cut together people saying, "How are you?" from movies, and that could be a supercut, but that sounds boring as hell to me, and that doesn't say anything. So I like for them to say things, and I also don't like when they're just montages, because that just feels like, I mean, I could watch the Oscars if I want to watch a montage,
Like best Hollywood kisses.
Yeah, best put-downs.
Right.
Something like that, I'm not into, and those aren't even supercuts. It's a total misnomer, because there's no chance of being comprehensive, and it's so general at that point that you could make 10 of those videos, and they do go on forever. So that's kind of what I like.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of these videos where it seems like people are just using their own limited DVD collections, and what I really enjoy about making these things is you get to discover so many new movies and or TV shows, and I mean, you have to kind of. I've used TV tropes a lot to collect stuff, and also like IMDb kind of keyword searches, but you've really kind of got to look for alternative sources to keep it interesting.
Yeah, and a good supercut's also like making a good animated GIF. I mean, people are turning out animated GIFs like crazy. You might make a GIF of your favorite movie, and people add like little subtitles to it, and it's like, great, that's my favorite film. I like that. But then there are people who are making animated GIFs where they like take the time to make it loop perfectly and are really like elevating the art form of it. And I think the same thing kind of applies to supercuts. At least for me, I really like those supercuts that are really well done. Yeah.
When I first started indexing these things, and I think to this day, most of them are still done by fans. It's like a lot of fan service kind of thing. So you'd have like people from cutting together Doctor Who clips or Star Trek and My Little Pony. There's been some amazing My Little Pony ones, as you might expect. But I think what's interesting is starting. Well, I mean, you've been doing this since the '90s, and definitely Rich as well. Each of you have been focusing more on criticism. You specifically with political criticism, and then pointing out lazy screenwriting and tropes like that. I mean, the reality show thing is really interesting because you're pointing out something that people may not even realize, that they're all behaving exactly the same when put in the same situation.
And it's also so telling, too. I mean, it's just such a wonderful snapshot of where we are as a culture, I think.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It's sort of it's like this fascinating like psychological experiment. You put people in this scenario, and they end up behaving the same way and not even realizing that they're saying almost verbatim what someone else has said.
Yeah, yeah.
This, I thought this political supercut was really fascinating. Let's just show this real quick. Let's see if I can.
To spending.
So this guy went through every single video of the president on the White House website and edited together every variation of spending that he could find. I mean, this is very clearly, I like the Palin one. I mean, this is political criticism. I've been very curious to see if, in the upcoming election, if it starts getting used by the actual candidates and their teams as a political tool, or political action committees running this kind of thing. Do you think we're going to see it as used supercuts as a weapon, basically, or propaganda?
Hopefully.
It's hard to say. It seems like Republicans are really horrible about producing remixes, and I don't know what it is. It's I make a lot of political videos that do fall on the other side, and I always get comments like, why don't you do one for Republicans? Like, well, those aren't my views. Why don't you make one? And nobody ever makes one. I haven't seen any. I don't know. There's a lack of creativity, I guess, on that side.
Right.
Of things.
Some of these videos are so long that you guys have done, and that the number of clips is so extensive. I'm just curious, what's the longest that you like? What is it? How long does it generally take to research and edit these things? What's the most time that you've spent on making these?
I think No Signal, which wasn't just a matter of kind of searching for a phrase, but actually a phenomenon, which means that you have to like watch it on fast forward, or just watch the movie, or know about the movie. I think that took me like 5 months. Not 5 straight months, because I have a day job inevitably, but 5 months of kind of collecting and pulling and putting together.
I purposely don't get involved with projects where I know it's going to take me that long. Like, I just can't commit that much time to it. So the Bruce Willis thing, it's really easy to get the filmography together. It's very limited. Just torrenting those and getting DVD copies, and then editing it probably took 6 weeks of really working hard on it. So,
you stole them?
Let's Enhance probably took me about 2 months.
2 months.
Like in my spare time.
And you guys are using Final Cut or iMovie? iMovie.
I'm using Final Cut. But
Premiere.
I'm using iMovie.
I'm extremely shameful. It's iMovie HD. Usually.
Yeah.
Terrible.